Today I'll be going over CAS, Covering and Surrounding Quiz 2 review. Number 1A says, write two expressions to find the perimeter of this triangle. So we have a triangle here, and it has the length of each side given to us. This is the length of y, length of 2, length of 7, length of x. So one expression we could use is x plus y plus 2 plus 7 equals perimeter. The other option would be to go ahead and add the 2 and the 7 together, and so that we would know that this whole thing is 9, x and y. So you can x plus y plus 9 equals perimeter. B, what is the area of the large triangle, each of the small triangles? Okay, so there's 3 questions here. So we have our large triangle, and then we have 2 small triangles. Small triangle and small triangle. So hopefully by now we all know that the area of a triangle could be found by 1/2 base times height. So if I'm looking for my large triangle, the base is the whole bottom, which is 9. So I'm going to replace B with 9. My height is the completely vertical line from the base to the highest point. So here's my height. I replace it with 4. So now I have 1/2 of 9 times 4, sorry, 1/2 of 36, which is 18. It gives me centimeters as my units, and we always square units for area. So I have 18 centimeters squared. Now if I look at this picture, it looks like my triangles, or the 2 small triangles, are the same. But if I look at my numbers, they are not the same, so I cannot just divide it by 2. So I'm going to have to start with small triangle number 1 with my formula 1/2 base times height. So if I look at this triangle over here, my base is 2, my height is 4. Replaced base with 2, height with 4, which means area is 1/2 of 8, which is 4 centimeters given to me, so centimeters squared. So one of my small triangles would be 4 centimeters squared, and I'm going to go ahead and label that as the right triangle. The left triangle, I'm going to use my same formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Area equals 1/2. My base on this side is 7. My height is 4. So I have 1/2 of 28, which is 14 centimeters squared. So I'm going to label this as 14 centimeters squared. And this is my left triangle. I should be able to add both of the small triangles together and get the area of the large triangle, which I can do, so I know that I am right. Number 2 says, what are the areas of the shapes? They are not drawn to scale. All right? So if I look at the shape, it looks a little bit scary, but then when I look at it a little closer, I realize, okay, well, I just have a rectangle. Let me use a different color here. I have a rectangle in the middle, and on either side I have a triangle. So if I'm looking for the area, then I'm going to look for the area of the rectangle, the area of this triangle, and the area of this triangle. So area of a rectangle is length times width. So when I'm looking for the area of that triangle, all I need to do is multiply its length, which is 10, times its width, which is 5, and that tells me that it is 50 centimeters squared for the rectangle. And I could label that rectangle. Now if I do the right triangle, this one, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. 1/2, my base is 2. My height has to be the same as this one, which is 5. So we have 1/2 of 10, which is 5 centimeters squared. And this is the right triangle. And lastly, we need to do the left triangle. This one here. And that one is going to be 1/2 base times height for area of a triangle. 1/2, my base is 3. My height is 5. 1/2 of 15, which is 7.5 or 7.5, and it gives me centimeters, so it's centimeters squared, and this is my left triangle. So now I've given the rectangle, the right triangle, the left triangle, but it wants all the shapes, so what I've got to do is give the area of the whole thing. So the area for the whole thing would have to be all the areas added up. So I would do 50 plus 5 plus 7.5, right? So this would be 12.5 plus 50, which is 62.5 centimeters squared, and this would be for the whole shape. Lastly, we have this little triangle here, and it's wanting the area. So I need to write out my formula for area of a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. 1/2, my base is down here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and my height goes up the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1/2 times 20, which is 10 units squared. It doesn't tell you what these are. It doesn't say it's centimeters, inches, whatever. So we have to just label it as units. And since it's area, we square it. So we have 10 units squared for the area of this triangle. Please see me before the quiz if you have any questions.